13th year, bird lovers from around the globe, they are going to be making their way to Northwest Ohio for what is called some of the best bird watching in the world.
John Monk fills us in on what's new for this year's biggest week in American birding.
Once again, an estimated 90,000 visitors from across the country and world will be making their way to the Lake Erie shore to see the beautiful migratory warblers and other birds who take a rest before crossing the lake. The 10-day event injects about $40 million a year into the Northwest Ohio economy. New for this year's event, the Black Swamp Bird Observatory has launched an app to use in the field to keep track of your sightings and learn where some of the best viewing spots are.
This year we have more free events, so both weekends there are free events, beginning birding workshops for families. You don't even have to register, you just show up for those.
With Central American weather not affected as much by our early spring bloom, the birds are still making their migration on schedule. But the early bloom does mean it may be a little more difficult to spot these tiny, colorful warblers.
It can be a little bit harder to see the birds than it typically is, but that you can still see them in spectacular fashion here.
Kim says the event has something for everyone of any birding experience and is offering events from oak openings in the west all the way to Huron in the east. But if you can't make it to the Lake Erie shore, you can try to draw some of these warblers to your own property.
These won't come to bird feeders, but if you put moving water in your yard, you are very likely to attract some of these little warblers to the yard. So just a simple little dripper will attract birds.
Kim also says for the first time in the history of the biggest week in American birding, they will be leaving their registration open for the entire week of the event. Reporting from Ottawa County, I'm John Monk, WTOL 11.